S-Fan, bro. I say I should just give S-Fan the troopers, mate. Get him into it.
All right, I'll let you know whenever I need.
See what happens.
Yeah.
See you, Chody.
All right, call the cops on Chody.
I reckon it'd be fucking entertainment, dude. And I don't play Soze enough to give a shit, so.
You're gonna need to talk to boss man. Now this guy is very fucking dangerous.
I'm scared.
That'd be funny as fuck.
Oh, we need gas.
I mean, he pretty much does what he wants anyway. What about Wrangler? Bro, listen. The way I'd want troopers, if it ever changes, is to be like people that go into
you come down here,
a scenario, right?
You go past the big Davis Mega Mall.
That are trying to make it enjoyable. Basically.
First turn after the Mega Mall.
I feel like Wrangler is a TFR part, a bad TFRP style cop in terms of like unknowing to the law half the time, more than just a badass cop.
Hey, boss man.
It's more of an abuse to the law than anything. Like he probably breaks you know what I mean? Like the way he's read some of the laws just to do it is like so fucking far-fetched.
Is it working? You peek him?
AJ Hunter, no.
All right, sign in. Go to your phone. Go to job center.
He would never run troopers.
And then create a group. And then you click ready for jobs. That's
Gunner, I feel like Gunner would be good for it. S-Fan, like people that are full-blown role players. You know what I mean? That's what I'd like to see in troopers. Not necessarily just to run it as command. I just mean like in troopers in general.
Pop up on your phone and be like, you have to accept.
Like somebody that is pure role play. And Gunner and S-Fan are two people that are. And there's not many of those people in the server.
Okay, so go
yeah, Nardis's character would be decent.
Okay.
Yep.
That'd be 3. Brian Knight. I feel like Medi does OOC-ish related stuff on his characters. Even I do. I'm talking like pure roleplay. Conan, no, you're dreaming, dude.
Oh. Wait,
these people are capable of it, but they're not as detached as like people like S-Fan and shit. Like S-Fan and Gunner come in with the mentality of not giving a shit about what anybody thinks. They're purely for roleplay, you know what I mean? Snow is a pure roleplayer, bro. You're tripping. What are you saying? So same with Ripley. Like it's like me. I've caught feelings on Soze and just do dumb shit because it isn't always about roleplay. You guys are fucking high as fuck comparing them. Mac, I haven't seen much of his cop character to be honest, but I feel like he'll have the same issue. Like you guys think because people have played here forever, even listen, okay, so consider this, right? Name a problem that Gunner has as a character. Name a problem that Cornwood has as a character. Cornwood's a fucking dumbass and will say the wrong things. Gunner, he's had drug addictions and is fucked up, you know what I mean? Everybody knows these, okay? If you ask one thing for any other person in PD, 99% of them aren't going to have a flaw to their character or something that's memorable. They're all role-playing themselves, pretty much. Tessa, yeah, Tessa's a good example. She has, she's got her love for animals, and no matter what you do when you talk about animals, generally she'll go with it. Kyle, 100% OOC-ish. I really think the people I'm saying are on a different level of like pure roleplay.
You almost made it.
I'd say Tessa would fit in there though.
Oh, let me
Crystal, yeah. I feel like she's on that level as well. Like these people are people that I think are fully detached from their character and they're the streamer person, if that makes sense. And that's why I'm not even putting myself in it. I know I do the memey shit and whatnot. Like I've got OOC shit in my characters. Richardson, yeah, but he never plays, so. But Richardson was actually a good cop in terms of roleplay.
Fuck. Bro, you know where it's at?
Underwood, no. I'd say I'd put him in the same boat as me on Soze. Snow, I think Snow would fall in the same category as like roleplay, but like they're not really much of a like they're not as attached. They're nowhere near as attached. Like you're tripping, dude. You're honestly tripping if you would put people like Gunner and S-Fan and Tessa in the same category.
This is CVPI.
The cop car scared the fuck out of me.
Fingal, yeah, that's a good example. Fingal's a good example. I think he's a great role player. And he's fully detached. He's not salty. He doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Freddy does actually pretty good too. Yeah. I don't know who else I'd put in there in cops though. Like, honestly, there'd be a maximum of 10 people, but all those people mentioned, I feel like are very good in comparison to everybody else.
Hop in, Big D.
But that's not to say the other people are shit role players. I'm just saying like these guys stand out above. Bro, we got no Seer, yeah, but he doesn't play cops. But Seer's another person that is like that. I'm talking about cops though. Like I said, I feel like there's like fucking max 10 cops that are like pure role play. No fucking emo shit. Just go with the flow. You know, let that shit happen. There's probably more that aren't like well known, but they're the ones that like stand out in the streamers and shit, I think. Bass, no, I feel like Bass is like me, but it's like when I say this, you've got to understand Bass is more of like he has some, he has to be OOC because he's like, you know, essentially running the police department.
Jalen, put your hands up.
But he role plays was still better than most, but I still feel like his character isn't as actually, I don't know, like, you know, that's not fair to say. I feel like Bass actually does pretty good. I feel like Bass actually does pretty good considering the position he's in.
Easy.
But yeah, like, dude, if that group of people were like all troopers, the amount of fun, it'd be like super troopers, dude, like how good the RP would be. It'd honestly be like a fucking movie every time you're rolling with each other. But then the rest of the police departments would suffer.
Oh my god, Freddy, is that a gun next to your penis? I'm gonna have to pat you down.
But yeah, I mean, every time I've ever tried to roleplay with Saab, he tries to roleplay it, you know what I mean? But I bet in saying that, like I said, I feel like those other people have, their character is more in depth in a way that's like, you know, they have the voice, they have the bad traits and shit like that, you know what I mean?
On at this side.
Big D did. I feel like Big D would be good for it too.
Fuckers, we know you're there.
Bob Smith, yeah, he was good. But yeah, there's some people that I think are like, if the quality of RP and the cops was all those
I
people,
don't think anyone ever found out.
I feel like there'd be next to no drama, honestly, in a lot of situations. Because it's like, if I got shot by Gunner, right? And even if I'm playing like fucking, you know, Otto, and I see it's Gunner, I know what's happened is roleplay. You know what I mean?
True, yeah.
Whereas if I get shot by somebody randomly that's like fucking talking in their own voice and just like detached from a character, it just doesn't hit the same. You know what I mean? Like you're just wondering, oh, who's this gonna be? You know what I mean?
You're gonna be a PI?
I'm just gonna use K's name for that.
But in saying that, that's not to imply the gang or civilians are better at all.
Yeah.
But I feel like those are the people that are like standout role players in the police department. And it should be those people, in my opinion, that go through command.
Yeah. Please. That'd be wicked.
I wanna go high. I wanna go real high.
Because you know what I mean, like. But in saying that, you do need the like the. I feel like the HG, like Kyle and Bass are good because you do need the people that are up there that are streamers and they won't take shit from people. You need some bossy sort of people too, though.
I'm gonna eat Franny.
That can manage things and are likable by people, and you know people actually will look up to. So. But I'm just talking about like the ranks below them. They're the people that I'd be putting into, you know, the lieutenant roles and shit like that. Not somebody just because they've fucking role played as a cop and done like, you know, oh, this guy's fucking arrested 50 people and shit like that, and you know he doesn't give a fuck about criminals and shit. You know, they're the fucking boring. They're the boring motherfuckers.
Oh.
The problem is we'd only have like 20 cops, and I highly doubt those people would want to play cop all day. You know what I mean? But imagine how good the server would be if that was the case. In saying that though, like I said, you know, maybe it's worth us going down in slots, dude, and just limiting the cops and the crims.